federal government recovers 3.2 billion naira foreign loot in 14 months.
News.
The Nigeria Correctional Services collaborates to track fleeing Kuje prison inmates. President Muhammadu Buhari unveils 2023 census project document. And on the foreign scene, Egypt approved power cut down amid soar in fuel costs.
This is Freedom Global News.
Good evening, you listen to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. I am Hauwa Adamu Kiyawa. Today is the 11th of August 2022, which is equivalent to the 13th of Muharram 1444 after Hijri. And now the news in full. The federal government today said it has recovered over 3.2 billion naira of stolen funds from various jurisdictions globally from March 2021 to May 2022. The government also said that the present administration has secured over 1,000 convictions on terrorism-related cases within its first 18 months. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami disclosed this on the weekly ministerial briefing organized by the Presidential Communications team at the State House in Abuja. The AGF, who gave a scorecard of his office, said that the government generated a total of 1.82 billion naira from the sale of bid forms and actual sale of forfeited properties in the first 18 months of the Buhari-led regime. He said that the recovered foreign loots have since been disbursed into key infrastructure projects nationwide, which includes the second Niger Bridge, Abuja-Kano Road, and the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, among others. Abubakar Malami noted that the Justice Ministry has supported the federal government with various infrastructure funding agreements and lamented that the country currently grapples with a 329 billion naira funding gap. He said an interministerial committee on the audit and recovery of back years on stamp duty has so far recovered 596 billion naira. On the conviction of about 1,000 terrorism-related cases within its first 18 months, the AGF said the government also secured convictions for 312 other criminal cases within that period. The Nigerian Correctional Service said it is working with security and intelligence agencies to track and arrest all prisoners who escaped from Kuje and other correctional centers. The NCOS spokesman Abubakar Umar told newsmen today in Abuja that the collaboration also involved the provision of tight security in all correctional centers nationwide. He said that it was important for security agencies to work together in order to end existing and emerging security threats in the country. He added that security agencies such as the military, police, civil defense, and others have been very helpful to the correctional service. The spokesman said that the NCOS Controller General had directed the service armed squad to gather more information that could help in rearresting the fleeing inmates. Umar, however, expressed concern over the encroachment of residential homes into areas designated as buffer zones around correctional centers. He agreed that the encroachment was largely due to increase in population and urbanization, but said the trend must stop. He appealed to the general public to provide useful information to security agencies that could lead to the rearrest of the remaining fleeing inmates. The Emir of Kano, Alhaji Aminu Ado Barrow, has described the implications of drug abuse among the society, especially youth, as a failure to nation development. The Emir stated this today when he received members of a Youth Against Drug Abuse Foundation led by Hajia Fatima Baturi at his palace. The Emir hailed the commitment by the foundation towards eradicating drug abuse in the society and assured the Emirate Council's support in achieving their set objectives in nation building. Earlier, the founder of the foundation, Hajia Fatima Baturi, said the foundation was established to aim at creating awareness on the danger of drug abuse, especially among women. On the sporting arena, the federal government last night gave a heroic welcome to the first set of Team Nigeria athletes and officials who returned from the recently concluded 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. Mamasan Uba has details of this and other sports updates.
The Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dare, who welcomed the athlete and their representative at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja, praised the team's outstanding performance, which resulted in the collection of 35 medals and the 7th position on the medals table. The minister, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary Alhaji Ismail Abubakar, expressed the joy of the entire country over their outstanding achievement, which is the first in the history of the nation. Dare also appreciated President Muhammadu Buhari for creating an enabling environment that ensured the realization of the 2022 Commonwealth Games success. Speaking on behalf of the athlete, the two-time Commonwealth gold medalist and Tokyo 2020 silver medalist Blessing Oborududu thanked President Buhari for all his support to the team, describing him as the father of sport in contemporary Nigeria. In another update, the Confederation of African Football President Patrice Matsope has officially endorsed the re-election of World Governing Body FIFA President Gianni Infantino on behalf of the continent at the CAF Ordinary General Assembly in Tanzania. The FIFA Elected Congress is scheduled to take place on March 16, 2023 in Kigali, Rwanda. The FIFA and CAF president then confirmed the launch of the African Super League, which is scheduled to start in the 2023-2024 season. Meanwhile, Real Madrid captain and French striker Karim Benzema has held the great quality of Argentine national football team ahead of the Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup. The FIFA World Cup is set to take place between November and December this year. The Argentina team have been impressive in recent years, winning the Copa America hosted by Brazil in 2021, when they defeated Brazil 1-0 in the final, and the 2022 UEFA Cup of Champions win at the expense of Italy by 3-0 in June. And on tennis, Britain's Cameron Norrie, Jack Draper and Dan Evans are all through to the third round of the Canadian Open, as Nick Kyrgios came from a set down to beat world number 1 Daniil Medvedev. Draper defeated Greek Stefanos Tsitsipas 7-5, 7-6, 7-4 to claim his first victory over a top 10 player. Evans beat world number 8 Andrei Rublev 6-0 in Montreal. British number 1 Norrie came through 6-1, 6-2 against Dutchman Botic van der Wenschow. Wimbledon finalist Kyrgios lost a first set tie break, but the Australian fought back to win 6-7, 1-7, 6-4, 6-2. Muhammad Sanuba, Freedom Radio.
99.5 FM. You can send your comments, opinions, and watch us live on Freedom Radio Nigeria on Facebook.com. You can get the link to the page on our website, freedomradionig.com.
Kamata, yaya dai?
Sabuwar wayar Samsung Galaxy A73 nake son saya.
Samsung sun shirya garabasar musamman ga kowa da kowa a wannan watar. Za a samu raguwar naira 25,000 a farashin wayar Galaxy A73 da kike matukar so. Kuma za a iya samun ragin a farashin wayoyin A53, A33, A23, A13, A03 da A03 Core. Me kike nema ne?
Takalmi na mana, na nufi shagon Samsung mafi kusa. Kar a banni a baya. A
hanzarta maza a je a samu wayar a amintattun shagunan Samsung mafi kusa. Ku ci moriyar garabasar Samsung Promo. Gasar na gudana ne daga 4 zuwa 31 na watan Yuli na 2022. A hanzarta kan hajojin su kare.
Welcome back. You still listen to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. President Muhammadu Buhari has unveiled the 2023 National Population and Housing Census Project document aimed at promoting robust and informed national conversation on procedures for the census. He unveiled the document at the National Stakeholders Summit on the 2023 census organized by the National Population Commission (NPC) in collaboration with the United Nations Population Funds, UNFPA, Nigeria in Abuja today. The president said the conduct of the 2023 National Population and Housing Census had become imperative in view of the need to produce new set of demographic and socio-economic data for the country. According to him, data will provide the basis for national planning and sustainable development. He added that the country's inability to conduct a population census in the last 16 years created an information vacuum, as data from the last census conducted in 2006 had been rendered out of date for planning purposes. And on history, on this day in 1979, an estimated 47.4 million voters elected the first executive president of Nigeria. Rahina Shittu has more on this.
The contestants include Alhaji Shehu Shagari, NPN, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, UPN, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, NPP, Alhaji Aminu Kano, PRP, and Alhaji Waziri Ibrahim from GNPP. Shehu Shagari was chosen by the party as the presidential candidate for general election that year, which he won the 1979 election with the help of his campaign manager, Umaru Deko. The campaign had the support of many prominent politicians in the north and among southern minorities. The party's motto was One Nation, One Destiny, and was seen as the party best representing Nigerians' diversity. Rahima Chitu, Freedom Radio.
On business, we have Muhammad Abba Abdullahi with updates.
The federal government is set to make a total of 483.73 billion naira in 3 years from electronic payment boom by way of electronic money transfer levy, EMTL. This projection was made by the Budget Office of the Federation and revealed in its 2023 to 2025 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper. It is a single one-off charge of 50 naira on electronic receipt or transfer of money deposited in any deposit money bank of or financial institution on any type of account on sum of 10,000 naira and above. Revenue derived from the EMTL is shared among the 3 tiers of governments. According to the Budget Office, which is under the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, the nation intends to make at least 137.03 billion naira in 2023, 157.59 billion naira in 2024, and 189.11 billion naira from EMTL. Meanwhile, the federal government's total borrowing from the Central Bank of Nigeria through Ways and Means advances rose from 17.46 trillion naira in December 2021 to 19.91 trillion naira in June 2022. According to data from the CBN, this shows that the federal government borrowed 2.45 trillion naira from the Apex Bank within 6 months. According to the Debt Management Office, the 19.91 trillion naira owed the Apex Bank by the federal government is not part of the country's total public debt stock, which stood at 41.60 trillion naira as of March 2022. The public debt stock only includes the debt of the federal government of Nigeria, the 36 state governments, and the Federal Capital Territory. Muhammad Abba Abdullahi, Freedom Radio.
For tomorrow's weather forecast in some cities in Nigeria and parts of Niger Republic, here is the report.
Kano tomorrow morning is expected to have partly cloudy sky and a gentle breeze at an average temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and later change to 25 degrees Celsius with sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. Katsina will experience partly cloudy sky and light winds at an average temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and later give way to sunny and a gentle breeze at a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. Kaduna will have light rain showers and light winds at an average temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and later increase to 22 degrees Celsius with drizzle and a gentle breeze. Abuja will experience thundery showers and light winds at 23 degrees Celsius and later change to 23 degrees Celsius with thick cloud and light winds. Lagos will have partly cloudy sky and light winds at an average temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and later give way to light cloud and light winds at 25 degrees Celsius. Moving to Niger Republic, Maradi will experience partly cloudy sky and light winds at an average temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and later change to 26 degrees Celsius with thick cloud and a gentle breeze. Zindar will have light cloud and a gentle breeze at 25 degrees Celsius and will maintain the same weather condition with 27 degrees Celsius. Amina Mukhtaria Kasai, Freedom Radio.
And on the foreign scene, the cabinet in Egypt has approved a plan to ration electricity in a bid to obtain hard currency by holding back some natural gas resources for export. The draft bill would see shops having to cut their use of lighting and air conditioning, while government offices would also be made to reduce their electricity consumption. The move is part of efforts by Egypt to deal with the negative economic consequences of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which has caused the country's wheat and fuel bills to soar. And with this, we've come to the end of today's Global News. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Hauwa Adamu Kiyawa. Have a wonderful evening.